Good morning, everybody. How are we? Hi, ladies. So, welcome to Sip Happens, episode 3. And today we are brewing friendship and freedom. And normally there are four of us here. But the nice thing about the freedom part of this is we we decide our own schedule and we do what we need to do when we need to do it. And Janelle has young kids and it's spring break and she got to take off with her kiddos and not ask for permission. So that's kind of what this is all about. And
Sure is.
it's the best part of this. So, um, gosh, I can't believe I'm going on 6 years. And 5 years ago, COVID had just hit, and I got laid off after 35 years in corporate America. And I was sitting at home going, I don't want to go get another job. I had been in an office for so long, and going into my 60s, I was like, you know what? I don't want to play anymore. So what can I do? How can I make money? Because of we were at home, everybody was locked down, and so I was introduced to this network marketing. Gosh, back in my 20s. So I had dabbled in other companies, through my adult life a little bit here and there, and had happened to meet someone because of my health issues. And I always had that vision. I always saw what this industry can do and how very successful some people can be. Some people can do it as a hobby. You can do it as a profession. You can do it as a side gig. And I thought, okay, I was really nervous. And I thought, you know what? I think I'm going to try. And yeah, I've never looked back. I'm like, okay, here we go. I've been offered a gazillion jobs in the meantime over the last 5.5 years. And I'm like, nope, nope, nope. You ready to go back to work yet? Nope, nope.
Yep.
So
Right.
that's kind of how I got back into this and met you lovely ladies. And this friendship and the community that we build and the freedom that's built in around it, there's nothing better. And we're all three different. Lisa, you got your own business. Erica, you've got your own things on the side. We all do the same thing, but differently. And that's the beauty of all of this.
Couldn't agree with you more. Yep.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
guys jump in and what made you say yes?
Ooh, Lisa, you said yes to this way before I did. So why don't you go next?
Well, as a business owner, so Lucho and I own our own company. We run our company for 24 years. It's a traditional business, and both of us have always believed in the network marketing, direct sales industry, always as as an additional stream of income, as another thing, because there's an ebb and flow of every company, of every business, right? Whether you're a traditional business, online business, network marketing, whatever, everything has an ebb and flow. So when one thing's ebbing, the other thing's flowing, right? So we've always believed in it, also because we've seen it change so many lives. We've seen it make an impact on lives without people having to go to 4 years of college and get a special degree and all the other things that you need, $100,000 base to open a franchise. I mean, you guys, I can't even tell you how much money we have poured into our own company, literally
Yeah.
hundreds of thousands of dollars. And network marketing, direct sales, whatever, allows you to start with a very base, really minimum base, to really have something tangible that you can create around your lifestyle or for your lifestyle.
Yeah.
So that piece we've always added in. We've always, I've always believed in it. I've always loved it. I also think the quality of products tends to be much higher because network marketing companies are under greater scrutiny. So they must have quality stuff. I'm not saying every company is going to be great. You have to find the right one for you. And so we did it. And I'm going to go back to COVID because this was a perfect example. Obviously, Lucho and I, we've had a brick and mortar business for many, many years. And then in 2009, we went virtual. So we started working from home. So it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Well, during the pandemic, it was literally just the two of us for a long time, and not having a lot of other interaction other than our clients. And so when we were introduced to our past company, it was like I always said, it was like we crawled out from underneath a rock, and we found our community, right? We found our people. And that's what we're talking about here, which is the friendship piece, the community piece, because when you find that and other like-minded people who are on the same mission and the same drive, that all, have done the groundwork, that, we tested and we made sure that the products were, up to our standards. We did all of that. And it was like this amazing opportunity to be surrounded in a community where we get personal development, we get mindset work, we get to we have community of people who believe and have a similar lifestyle goals, right? Meaning we want to have quality of life, as we grow older. That's another thing for Lucho and I as well. So we want really high quality products. So it was all these things that sort of came together. Yeah. And so the timing was, we found our people, we came up from underneath the rock, and Miss Jerry had brought us in with open arms, and our other friends brought us into this community, and we're like, we needed this. We just needed other people.
That is so true. And it's so funny because literally with you guys sitting there talking about all that, it's just bringing up memories in my head, because at first for me, it was really about man, I can be my own boss. It is freedom. It was about freedom, but man, did that shift, because I don't want to say I'm just here because of the friendship, but I can say I am here because of this community. It is crazy how that just shifts, and it's okay to have both. So you can literally have that freedom piece, and you can have this amazing community, because it's funny, because I remember at first going, oh my gosh, everybody's all different ages and all different stages of their life, right? So are we really going to become friends, or are we just going to be coworkers? Which is fine, whatever. But when you are with like-minded people, they're your best.
Ball game.
You don't care age. I don't care what religion you are. I don't care what nothing matters. Nothing matters, because we're all about, of course, us three, right? We're all about the health and wellness industry. And it's easy to talk about. It's easy to be well and get healthy together and have this friendship, have this community. I think the freedom is almost, it's the second important part to me now, even though it was the first at the beginning. It kind of switched, it's weird, but I look forward to these talks all the time. I look forward to us getting together. Which, by the way, is in a couple weeks, right? Or how long is it? When's Dallas?
Oh, it's actually a little
the end of May. Yeah,
it's actually about 2 months.
Yeah,
a month
just
and
under 2 months. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're all going to be together, even though craziness happens when we get together.
It's just great,
and Sue.
And that's funny too, because growing up, and when you get a little older, and when you're young, you want to share rooms. Well, you don't care if there's 10 people in the room, right? You could care less, whatever. But then you get a little bit older, and you're like, well, I want my own bed. And now I feel like I'm going backwards. I'm like, I do not care how many people are in the room. The more the merrier. It is fun. It's nonstop fun. And man, when you find that, everything else just seems easy.
Yeah. Yes. And I'll never forget it. What did we have? 7 girls in a room once, and I was on the blow-up mattress, and we still all got up and got ready and walked out the door, and we're giggling and happy, and we just do. We're like a well-oiled machine. It's amazing. But yeah, it's I think the biggest thing for me has been the personal growth with the paycheck. That just being around like-minded people, first of all, when you all have that same vision and drive, and the conversations that you have, and just that I think that for me was the biggest thing because I'm a talker. I love to talk, and if I can talk business and ideas, and you shoot different ideas off each other, and what about this, and how about that, and we're like, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like, so
We bring it to life, right? It's like we bring it to life. Like we're all
yeah,
talking about whatever a couple weeks ago, and we're like, we should get on, we should do episodes, and we should, and look, here we are.
yeah,
And and that's a great point too, because our table is big, right? Like we have extra chairs around the table. We have extra seats around the table to fill. And I invite anybody listening or watching or whatever, once you have a little piece of this, it is hard not to jump in.
yeah,
It's hard. It's hard not to jump in.
Because we all need that. We all need connection. And when, we just, in our group, we're attracting other women and men who are on the same path, right?
Yep.
We're attracting the people. We're not trying to, again, I don't want to be dragging anybody into this. This is the right people are seeing this and are hearing this, and they're raising their hands and
Yeah.
say, how do I get a little bit of that? And we get to invite them in. And we just did a call of yesterday or the day before with some of our newer members. And just it was all about connection. It was a meet and greet. Like, let's get, I want everyone to get to know each other. We want everyone to get to know each other. And it was a fabulous call because we have incredible people in our community that have amazing backgrounds.
Yep.
Right. And then that's how we can all add to each other. Right. It's all adding to each other. We can cheer, bring in, hey, you have extra background in, like, we have a pharmacist and we have a holistic farmer, like, all of the things, and they can bring information and insights to us that, I would never have access to.
Yeah.
And we all come together and share. And so it's
one of my favorite parts about when we're all together and we're all chatting is when, like, somebody gets excited about something, like, oh my gosh, like I put this out, and I like that excites me when somebody else is like excited about it, because you remember those times and you want to be cheered for and helped, and it's just, I don't know, it's just I just love it. I love cheering for everybody. I like helping everybody along. And you're right, we all have different backgrounds, and we all come from even different parts of the world, right? We have Bobby in Prague.
yeah.
How crazy is that? So
and her background is incredible too. Like, it's so fun. Just how this is continuing to grow.
yeah,
Honestly, you guys, like, this community is just the starting point. It's just the starting point. I would say that.
I agree.
We just invite you, if you guys are watching this and listening, whether you're coming on Jerry Ann's channel or Erica's channel or my channel, reach out to one of us and let's just talk. Like, let's talk about it. We'll share a little bit more as we do more episodes. We're going to be sharing more about the actual company we're in, but we're also going to be sharing our stories, right? Because a lot of this is about understanding we all have a different path, and what is our story and how we got here, and why we love where we're at, why we truly, truly love where we're at, because all of us have some experience. And when you have some experience, what you absolutely will stand for, stand up for and continue with, and what you won't stand for. Right.
Yeah,
right.
And when you get to be able
Absolutely.
to get clarity on that, you'll
Yeah.
find your home. And we found our home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. It's funny that you say that, Lisa, because, I've said no to the whole network marketing forever. And, when I joined my first company, I literally thought that was my life. Like, I love it. I love the products. I love this. I love that. I'm not leaving, like, whatever. And it's funny because you don't know any different. You
Right.
really don't. Like, I didn't know any different. People talking to me about it. And I'm one of those types of people. Since once I got started, I never wanted to say no to somebody else talking to me about their company, because I remember, don't say no to something you don't know nothing about, right? So I always kind of had this door open a little bit, like just talking to people, just keeping that door open. And wow, you do realize from one thing to another, and it's not that there's a lot of company hoppers out there, even though I know there are, but you don't normally start something just because you want to jump, right? You want to stay, you want to plant your flag. And wow, like, when you experience another side of another company, you're like, this is what I want. This is, you feel it, right? You feel
It's
it.
really like in traditional business, right? If you've ever worked for a company, in the beginning, it's great and you're learning and you're doing the things, but things change, right? So it's
Yes.
very rare that someone stays with a company for their entire life. Most people, they're there for a few years and then it's the same thing, you guys. It's just a different industry. It's the exact same thing. Some people have been with one company for 30 years and they'll stay there, and that's fantastic. Other
Absolutely.
people have to find their community, and the first one may not be the right one, or it's the right one for a while.
Yeah.
And then things change. And I know we're going to talk more about this next episode, but we kind of drifted into it. But this is life. Things change, and we'll be talking more about how do you review that? How do you make those decisions? And that'll be a little bit more next. So you guys got to make sure you catch us next episode, because we'll be diving more into that.
For sure. Yeah. It's crazy, right? Brewing, friendship, and freedom. That is, I feel like that is two perfect words for what we got, because we're creating that freedom. We created that friendship, and there's nothing like it. Like, I would not want to be in business with anybody else. Seriously.
Exactly.
It's like I grew up with sisters, so that they were my friends, and even through high school and stuff, I had my best friends. But when high school quit, everybody went their own way and started life, got married, had kids, all the things. I had my sisters my whole life. I never had girlfriends. I never did the girl trips. I never did all that stuff. So now that I have that, and I learned it over the last few years, and being able to, what do we go, 2-3 times a year and somewhere else, and we room together and we play together and we do business together, and it's the best. It's the best.
Okay, so this is where I've just tied together for me, Jerry Ann. So you and your sisters, were you always the one who packed everything for you and your sister?
That's one thing about Jerry Ann. If you need something on a trip that you forgot to pack, Jerry Ann's got you covered.
She's got it.
I always had the biggest diaper bag too.
I could see that.
Nobody
I know every time I see a meme and I'm on social media and there's something with big bags, I always send it to Jerry Ann. I'm like, this is so Jerry Ann. So funny.
Yeah,
Which makes it the most fun to be able to room with her too, because they're like, wait, do you have this?
You know what? And it's even my purse. I have a big purse. I would love to have a little purse. You can't get anything in there. So it doesn't, whether I'm traveling or going to the store, I got the biggest bag. I don't know why.
You would think by all these trips you would be getting better at packing.
You would think so.
That's all right. That's all right.
Well,
I love it.
It's all about options.
Awesome.
So we have a year coming up in like less than 2 months. So I'm super excited. You all will be hearing more about it as we get closer. But that is definitely on the and next episode, really make sure you hop on and join us as well.
Yep. Beautiful. All right, ladies. It was great seeing you.
Yeah.
All right. Have a great rest of the day. Cheers. Let's do a little cheers. 1,
Beautiful.
2, 3.
Yep. And let me take a little pic.
Okay.
I always have to take
you
my
guys would have to grab this.
All
okay,
right.
ready? 1, 2, 3.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, ladies. Have a great weekend. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter, everyone. And we'll see you on the next episode.
Absolutely.